Hello friends, it's Kelly back with another process video and design team project for Cut to You. This is the cut file I will be using on today's project. It is the Sweethearts background, and I'm showing you real quick some of the products I'm using, which all of the products I'm using today come from Cocoa Vanilla Studios from the Daydream collection. And the pictures I am scrapping are of my gorgeous daughters, Andrea and Erica. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to create kind of a central design. So the main elements are going to all go down basically the center of the page. And on either side, I am layering some paper strips and giving those some texture and dimension by roughing them up with my fingernails or distressing them. And on one side of the page, I will have an extra paper strip, which will be that hearts design. So my theme for this project is, we will be working with, the design team will be working with themes, some of us will be. And the theme for this month was love. So obviously I love my daughters and I love it when they're together and I get to get a picture of them together, which is not very often. So, because we don't all live in the same city. So I love it when I get to get pictures of them together. So, and this is a selfie that they took together in the car. So, and so I'm using my favorite glue, the art glitter glue here, to adhere the cut file that I cut on white textured cardstock. And notice I didn't glue all of it, because if I would have tried to put glue on that whole cut file, it would have been dry by the time I stuck it down. So I just glued a big portion of it, or put glue on a big portion of it, laid it down, and now I will just lift it up and apply glue. And also you will see that I'm not trying to glue it perfectly down. I don't mind, and I actually like it when there's a little pop up, a little dimension, so it casts a bit of a shadow, and just kind of like that look. And I'm going to kind of have those pictures there at cattywampus angles, but not too jarring of an angle. And I will be using foam adhesive to pop both of the pictures up, because I know that I want to do a lot of layering underneath. And as you'll see, I kind of put stuff down as I go. I cannot stand it when everything is moving around the page. Which if I would just kind of decide where I wanted things to go first and then stick them down, but I feel like when I do that, it takes me forever to scrapbook. I just have to commit to something and, go ahead and stick it down, and, inevitably I will pull things up and things get torn, and you will see in a minute that my title, Lovely, there gets torn. And it's because I try to move it, which it's fine. It's still fixable, and it still turned out good, and I still was able to use the title there. It just had a little tear in it. So I used the title Lovely, but I also had these, it's kind of a mirrored gold acrylic piece, and I really wanted to use these elements. As you can see, they're kind of over there to the left. I got those a long time ago, but I just liked the gold with this, and I am right now creating little nests of gold thread and tucking them under some of my layers. just to bring in some that gold accent. And I also sprinkled Heidi Swapp Gold Shine on underneath the cut file. And so I'm using some of the elements from that sticker sheet, the what do you call it? The acrylic pieces, the mirrored acrylic pieces. I'll be using those too, just to bring in that same texture. So the title up there says selfie and then lovely, which I would have preferred to switch it to a lovely selfie instead of it. To me, it kind of reads selfie lovely, which doesn't really sound right, but I'm okay with that. It doesn't have to be perfect, but in my mind, this says lovely selfie. So we're just gonna stick with that, right? So, and I'm just going through some of the the die cuts and doing some layering kind of here at an angle. And I just find this collection so easy to work with because it has my favorite things, which are florals and hearts and pretty things. I just find it so easy to work with. And the cut file underneath made it super easy to work with. I love the texture that the cut file gives underneath all of these layers. And it also brings in a pop of white, which I like that contrast. So I'm just adding some of the embellishments, and then my last little finishing touch here will be to add some of the sequins from this collection. And then I will be done with this page. So I'm really happy with this, how this turned out. It's a pretty quick layout for me, which is shocking because I'm the slowest scrapper ever. So once again, here is the cut file I used, and I will link it in the description box below, and some close-ups of the finished layout. Thank you so much for watching, sticking around and seeing my process. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe so you know when I upload new videos. Appreciate you and have a wonderful day. Bye.